I'm nervous. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can probably tell by the thumbnail and the title, I will be transforming myself into a drag queen. I have planned this video to come out during Pride Month. However, some of the items that I will be using took a while to actually get to me. I'm actually still waiting on wig glue, but we're not going to use that anyway. I am drawing inspiration from the one and only Jan Sport, one of the contestants from season 12 of Drag Race, RuPaul's Drag Race. I loved her and we share a birthday, so this is just meant to be. Without further ado, if you would like to see me in drag, or how I do drag, or how I try to do drag, then just keep on watching. I'm so excited. I was nervous, but I'm excited. The first thing I want to do, what I have to do, is block my brows. I hate doing this. What you want to do is take your glue stick. Bear in mind, I'm not really good at this and I don't have experience doing this, but in theory, you need to take your glue and push that glue into your brows and stick your brows down. You want to let the glue dry and then add several layers so it kind of flattens your brows as much as possible. I think I'm done. I'm rubbing my finger on top of where my brow is and it seems to be reasonably smooth. I added about 5 layers in total. Queens usually use like a colour correction and a good concealer or a foundation to block the brows. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to take my Jouer Essential High Coverage Cream Foundation. This is the most pigmented foundation that I own, and I'm going to go on top of where my brows are. Ha ha ha! This already looks so funny. I hate blocking my brows, like I hate having to do this, but I love to look at myself without brows. It's funny. I'm sorry, Jan, if you're watching this. You can still see my brows. This is going to be interesting. You can still see the bluish, greenish hue. Let's try, and this probably is a mistake, I'm going to take a little bit of a red lipstick. It has like this orangey undertone, and I'm going to just dab a little bit of this on my brows. Maybe I should use a concealer. Like, it's sort of getting there, but I don't want to like cake my lid up. I should have just gone with my natural brows. Like, from far away it doesn't look bad. It looks bad. But from close up it looks even worse. And since I'm here, I'm going to take my concealer and I'm going to prime my lids. I'm also going to put the concealer that I'm using as my foundation today, the Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Concealer. I'm going to put this on my forehead already. You can still see I've blocked my brows because I'm terrible at them, I told you. But it is time to focus on the eyes. As you can see, I've got my pomade ready. But because I want you to see this disaster, I'm going to zoom you in. It is time to do the brows, and I've got my pomade ready, my angled brush ready, and I'm going to get a picture ready because Jan has iconic brows, and I mean, I'm going to try my best to recreate it. So that's where my arch is going to be. I'm just going to draw a dot there. And the beginning is gonna be right here. This is such a disaster already. I hate it. And this is way too high, I think. I literally, guys, I'm trying my best. If you can see this hue of the line, ignore that please. I already tried a brow and it did not look good. I'm actually going to start off on like the tip of where my natural brow is, and I'm not going much higher than my natural brow. No, I sound more like pheromone rather than Jan. She really does try and mimic hair, so I'm using my pomade and I'm trying to kind of do the same. I'm thinking that I might add powder on top of this to give it a bit more dimension. I have never drawn a brow ever from the start, and don't judge me, but that's okay. Like, that's alright. I'm literally like hyping myself up. Okay, let's do the other brow, but this is going to be even more of a challenge because I have to try and make them remotely similar. Guys, I've done something. Like, that does not look bad. They don't look identical. I think this one is a little bit higher, but like, that's not bad at all. I'm done with my brows for now. I will add more dimension after I do my eyes. And for my eyes today, I am using another drag queen's makeup collaboration. This is Alyssa Edwards palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I love this. I've had this for almost a year actually, and I love it. It has all the shades that I will need, and I can't wait to make this eye makeup. I'm gonna get started by taking a pencil brush and dipping that into the shade called Believe. Today I am recreating this beautiful purple look. Jan usually does purples and this is stunning. It's kind of like a pinky purple. I'm starting this like way above my crease. I'm making a faux crease. I'm actually putting it in my like socket. I can feel a brow bone there, and I'm actually touching my brow right here, so it needs to be really high up. And all I'm gonna do now is begin to blend this. I'm not taking another brush, I'm just using what I have here. I'm making small circular motions. Time for another brush, fitting, nice and purple. And I'm not picking anything up, I'm just going to blend this first. This technique does take a while. If you want to avoid it, I would recommend blend as you're applying. Okay, I'm taking that fluffy brush and I'm picking up Texas Made. This is the pink in the palette. I'm tapping a lot of the excess off because I want like a hue of this right here. I'm now going to take a flat brush and pick up Headliner, the white in the palette, and I want to highlight my brow bone. This will help me see the Jantasy. I'm living for the amount of space I have on my lid. Okay, it is time to cut the crease. I like to pre-clean that area, so that's exactly what I'm going to do today, especially with the fact that we have a white on the lid. I'm taking my Q-tip, a little bit of makeup remover, and I'm cleaning my crease. So I'm actually going from my inner corner, but a little bit out, stopping just before my brow begins. And luckily, I don't need to clean up a lot. I'm going to take a concealer and a flat brush and fill that area in. I'm kind of worried this is like way too big, but maybe I'm wrong because obviously the lashes will make it like a lot bigger, but I have never had a crease this big. And it's time to set this. I'm taking Headliner, the white from the Alyssa Edwards palette, and I'm setting my crease. Time to blend this in. I'm gonna pick up my fluffy brush and start with Texas Made. You know me, I like to do this at an angle. I like to blend my half cut creases at an angle. I'm doing a very small amount of the pink because it's more of like a hue. And now I'm taking the purple called Believe and finishing off the eye look. No wonder drag queens go through their palettes quite quickly. Like, I feel like I've got so much eyeshadow on my lid. A little bit more of Texas Made to blend in the outer corner. I kind of like it. You can't see my brow, my natural brow, so I'm happy. To finish off the eye, I'm gonna pick up a beast, the black, and I'm gonna place this on the outer corner of my eye. I'm gonna switch to a slightly fluffier brush. I've got a bit of fallout anyway, so I'm gonna have to clean my lid, and this is just gonna make it easier to blend. Do I look like Jan yet? Don't want to lose the purple on the lid, so I'm gonna quickly reapply it. Before I do the other eye off camera, I'm gonna finish off my brow. To add additional hairs, I'm going to try back rolls. Back rolls. You just have to watch Drag Race. I'm gonna add some more definition. I'm going to start off by tracing the bottom line again, filling in my tail again, but only like the very tip, and then drawing in the lines. For my first time with brows, I don't think that's bad. Let me do the other eye off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm actually pretty happy with how this has turned out, and I'm so looking forward to finishing this whole look. I did use concealer on my forehead, so I'm just going to use concealer all around my face. I'm going to take the Conceal and Define Infinite Concealer. I have the shade C5 and I'm putting it all over my face. Time for my favourite part and what drag queens actually do. Cream contour. I'm taking my standard fast base foundation stick in F14 and I'm going to sculpt my face. Jan's way of sculpting is very like elongating, so that's exactly what I'm doing, and I'm not going to blend it in as much as I would if I weren't doing a drag makeup look. I need to do my forehead, but I need to have it a little bit more in because I'm gonna have a wig, and I'm probably going to pull it a little bit more so I can hide my natural hair. The one thing I'm like beyond excited to do is my nose contour, because hers is like, it's strong and I feel like I'm gonna look really cool. I'm gonna start from the bottom, and hers actually goes into like, it goes wider and slim at the front. And it's time to blend. Time for some concealer. I'm going to take a lighter one. This is Last Imperfection from Collection in shade number 2, Porcelain, because I do want to highlight the center of my face. It's a very draggy thing to do. And now the part that I don't like at all. I'm going to powder my whole face. The only reason why I didn't completely hate this is because I'm using my damp sponge to take some excess off. Time to move on to face powders, and I'm going to contour even more. I'm taking the coolest shade in this Revolution Ultra Pro HD Powder Contour Palette. Like I said, I'm contouring even more at a very sharp angle. And of course, I'm going in at my nose. Mine goes straight, unfortunately, but it's fine. In the makeup look I'm recreating, Jan is not wearing any blush, but I'm gonna add a teensy bit. It's gonna be an orange one, so you won't even be able to see it that much. This is Rimmel Maxi Blush in Sweet Cheeks, and I'm kind of blending it into my contour. And now I'm pretty much done with my base. I'm going to bake under my cheeks to create a nice sharp edge. I'm going to highlight at the very end. Let's finish off the eyes because there is plenty more to do. For my lower lash line, I'm going to start off with Believe, the purple, and I'm stamping this on 3/4 of the way in. I just want the very inner corner bare. And now I'm going to take that fluffy brush I was using for the pink, and I'm not picking up any more, I'm just using what's in the brush, and I'm blending the edge of the purple. For the very inner corner on the bottom lash line, you are welcome to use headliner. However, I want it to pop, so I'm going to use a whiter base to do that. I'm going to pick up Drug Lord from Jeffree Star, and all I need is a very small line right here. And now I'm going to set it with headliner. To add a little bit more depth on the lower lash line, I'm taking Beast, the black, and I'm putting it on about halfway. To finish off the eyes, I am taking some mascara and falsies. I'm going to have to stack multiples to create a very good draggy look. Okay, final stretch. We are almost at the finish line. I added 2 pairs of lashes on my top lid. Plenty of mascara on the bottom. As you can see, I added a couple of rhinestones because it's drag. I love it. I also added highlighter. I'm going to brush off my bake. Nice, nice, nice. And it's time for the lips. I'm going to do a slightly lighter version of what Jan has. I'm taking my Barry M lip liner. It's like a nice brownie nude, and I'm outlining my lips. I have big lips naturally, so I'm not overlining them too much. And to fill my lips in, I'm taking MAC Cosmetics Flesh Pot. This has to be one of my all-time favourite videos that I have ever made. I'm gonna go off camera, put my wig on, put my outfit on, and we shall see the final result in a second. Alright you guys, so here it is. This is my first ever drag transformation. I transformed myself into Jan Sport, one of the queens from season 12 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Ignore the hair, it was meant to be a totally different colour, and you know that I'm not good with hair. I can't style my own hair, never mind a wig. I might be biased, but I love the makeup look, and I'm doing this makeup look every single day for the rest of my life. I am so proud of myself for blocking the brows so well, for drawing the brows on evenly, and the rhinestones are everything. I kind of wish I had more contour, but it's okay. I don't mind the hair. I think I did like an okay job. I only wish it was a different colour, because this is not purple. Like, eBay played me, and I love my outfit. I feel like a baby drag queen, and I'm really happy with this look. I would love to know if you enjoyed this transformation, if you have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I would love to know if you want me to carry this on and maybe turn this into a series. Do you want me to transform into a different drag queens? I have so many that I love, so it would be a cool series on my channel, I guess. Please like, comment and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching this video. You are the best, and I hope to see you next time.